Good afternoon, everyone. Just stopped for a nice little ride today. Thought I'd do a quick video on my new setup on my Kove, 800 Rally. I got some Rigg gear going on. Set up everything on the Kove 800 Rally without any. Doesn't have a back rack or any racks at all, for that matter. It's pretty cool. I'll switch this over. You guys don't want to look at my ugly mug. I appreciate everyone tuning in, though. Let me switch this over. So here it is, the Kove. I'll do a full report on the Kove once I hit 1,000 miles. I already did an oil change before I went to Utah, actually. I went to Moab, and I only had 100 miles on it, so I changed the oil then. And I'll do another oil change at 1,000. But the oil was absolutely clean. But yes, I'll do a full write-up on that, a full video on that. Coming up here this weekend, I'll probably get another few hundred miles on it, get to 1,000 and do that. But I'm here to talk about my Rigg gear because I'm going to set up camp here shortly. And for guys that aren't able to get what they want for their racks and all that stuff, I was able to get all this gear on there for an overnight trip. I don't have it packed full. I could have fit a lot more gear in there, actually. I just packed essentials for the night. So it's set up here. So I got the one strap underneath there. I just took out this one screw on this side and ran the strap through and looped it in. It was a piece of cake. In the back, what I did is underneath, there's 4 bolts underneath the fender, and I bought these little D-ring, metal D-rings, and I just screwed them into 2 of the screws that are up high, and those hold the other straps. And then I did the other strap right here on the exhaust bracket. So as you can see, it works great. I was just ripping this bike up and down this gnarly road to get here, and it's rutted, rocky, and it's pretty gnarly, and bouncing all over the place, a few jumps, and everything stayed in place just fine. So you can see it's on there pretty darn good. What's cool about it, I just tied everything off to the D-rings on the front. You got a D-ring here, and a D-ring on that side, and I tied the top bag. That's a 25-liter bag and I only took enough gear for one night. So, but I tied it off to these other D-rings, and it all came off in one unit in literally 1 minute. It was great. And there's other D-rings to tie to if you wanted to do that. There's a lot of other stuff going on there, as far as you can strap bottles on underneath. Right here, Rigg gear makes bottles that go on there. You can do them on the front too, or on the top. There's room to do them on the top if you wanted to, but it works great. I mean, the whole system is awesome. It's waterproof because it's the hurricane setup, and inexpensive for the gear. It's really inexpensive. So, yeah. As you can see, it's pretty nice setup. So there's no side racks. There's plenty of clearance. I bought this little rubber deal off of Amazon, and it never even came close to really. I bounced all over the place coming down this gnarly road, and really nice setup. I used where the straps come up and go up underneath. I used some pipe wrap and just cut a little tiny rubber piece and put there. I probably didn't even need to do that, actually, because it didn't look like it was going to rub, but it is a brand new bike, and I'm a little anal like that. But it just worked great. I mean, it's on there. So, yeah, I think you guys will, I could probably turn this way and get a better picture of that. It worked really good. So if anybody's interested in the Rigg gear setup, it worked fantastic on my bike. And I did love the way it came off. I just tied it off to the D-rings on the other bags and it all came off in one unit. That was pretty slick. I can actually just leave it on the bike and get everything out. So that's also very good. I love that. Yeah, quick and simple. And the price is right, that's for sure. And yeah, I think they make darn good gear for the price. I actually been using their gear for a long time on my African Twin. I had a setup on that also. But I think that for the new Kove, I was wondering if I was going to have to get the side rack and, you know, try to get stuff from China is impossible right now and doing the whole thing. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, you know, have any questions and wondering how I did anything, you know, just leave a comment and I'll get back with you for sure. But it worked great. And I mean, I was ripping and jumping and going over gnarly rock all the way here. So yeah, it worked fantastic. And I'm pretty stoked on it. So, you know, it's about time to set up camp, but I'm in a beautiful area. I'm going to switch it this way. You can see it right under a huge oak tree right here. And yeah, really, really happy with the whole deal. And so if any of you are wondering how they could set up pretty much any bike, not just the Kove, I'm sure some guys don't want to get racks. They want a soft luggage system that'll work. This Hurricane setup works great. I was pretty stoked to have it on there and set it up pretty easy. And yep, works great. All right, I thank everybody for tuning in, and I guess I'll catch you later. All right, thanks a bunch.